Colombia is located on the northern region of the South American continent and is the only country to have coasts on both the Pacific and Caribbean Oceans. It is the size of Texas and California combined, with a geography that includes beautiful coasts, fertile valleys, the rugged Andes Mountains, and vast tropical forest lands and rivers of the Amazon basin. Colombia's population of 42 million makes it the third most populous and the most ethnically diverse country in Latin America. It is home to 85 different ethnic groups that make for a rich and diverse country represented in many different forms of cultural and artistic expressions. One of the most significant and unique of these expressions is the Vallenato music and culture. El Vallenato, as it is known today, is one of Colombia's most traditional folk music genres. It originated in the Valledupar region, a large valley in the northeastern part of the country. Valledupar is the capital city of the state of Cesar. The word Vallenato means native of the valley. The expression was later used to refer to the original music created by the people of this region. El Vallenato is a combination of African, European, and Colombian rhythms and folkloric sounds and beats. Native people from Valledupar first played their music with flutes made of bamboo, also known as gaitas. Later, the German accordion was introduced in Colombia and migrated to the Valledupar region. Soon after, the accordion was adopted as part of the Vallenato folklore, and merchants spread the instruments throughout the region. Troubadours started using it to accompany traditional oral legends, as well as to report the news from one town to the next. The legend of Francisco el Hombre was one of the most famous troubadours. Typically, vallenato music is played with three instruments: an acordeón vallenato, a caja vallenata, a larger version of the bongo, and a guacharaca, a washboard stick instrument made of special bamboo cane. But to create a more vibrant commercial sound, a vallenato group will consist of a larger number of musicians. Traditionally, whenever one speaks of vallenato, the name of Rafael Escalona is mentioned. He is considered the pioneering songwriter of true vallenato music, first recorded commercially in the 1950s and 60s. Other well-known songwriters of the same era were Leandro Diaz, Emiliano Zuleta, and Alejandro Duran, to name a few. Today, the modern sounds of Grammy-winning artist Carlos Vives and the Vallenato Children have brought unprecedented vallenato awareness to many Spanish and non-Spanish speaking music enthusiasts around the world. The annual Vallenato Festival, founded by Consuelo Araujo, is the most important event in Valledupar. The town is filled with the sound of accordions and beautiful songs. The festival is a celebration of vallenato music and also a competition to find the best accordion player of the year to be crowned as the Vallenato King. During this festival, more than 40 professional and 80 amateur accordion players go head-to-head in various categories, and more than 100 groups perform at different venues, including the famous Plaza Alfonso López. Internationally recognized as the Colombian children who performed for President Clinton at the White House in 1999 and at the opening ceremony of his presidential library in Little Rock, Arkansas, the Vallenato Children represent the true soul of Colombia's Caribbean coast. These children, musical prodigies of vallenato music, were personally trained by Professor Andrés Gil in the backyard of his home. Today, more than 800 children receive musical training at various academies in Valledupar. Gil's dream is to preserve and promote this musical tradition, and in doing so, teach important values to these children who come from low-income families. For this reason, 90% of the students receive a full tuition scholarship. The academies are supported through donations from individuals and companies alike. Establishing these academies has been fundamental in strengthening the musical training of the children of this region, teaching them social and moral values, and developing a tool which will be useful for the rest of their lives. As Gabriel Garcia Marquez once wrote about these children, "Today, Vallenato music is more alive than ever, as shown by this delegation of children who have learned this art at the same time they were learning to speak. 6 is the age the pedagogues recommend learning to read, the time when 2 of these children started to play the accordion. Others had not turned 5. Another was barely 4, and the 2 oldest here, senior citizens at the ages of 10 and 12, have been crowned kings of Vallenato."